Stop. You have 30 seconds to tell me what, why, and how you do what you do in your business. Hi, I'm Diya Asrani and welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you really like what you see, then do subscribe to my channel on more things related to personal branding, online presence, and all things related to you building your confidence as a leader in the industry. So in this video, I'm going to tell you something that is so crucial for the growth of your brand, your elevator pitch. Now when I told you to stop, you are like, whoa, what was that, right? But the fact is that suppose somebody asks you, okay, introduce yourself in just maybe 20 to 30 seconds. What would you do? Would you just say, hi, I'm Diya and this is what I do? Or would you actually try and make the most of those 30 seconds that somebody has given you to talk about yourself? So that's why I said, why not I just create this really fun video on 5 elements that you really need to master as in terms of your elevator pitch. Now, you could be a knowledge giver, an entrepreneur, professional, a business owner who's been in the industry for quite some time, somebody who's just starting out. This video will really help you, okay? But when it comes to an elevator pitch, always understand that it's not about the story that you tell. It's not about how much time you spend on sharing all your experiences, because that's what they know next, okay? It's just about setting your first impression literally of what you do, okay? And however people say that, oh, it takes really long to build your elevator pitch, it doesn't, okay? It just, the fact is that you really need to know what is the purpose of your elevator pitch, okay? So the very first element I want to talk about is crisp and to the point. Now what I mean by this is that your elevator pitch, okay, is something that has to be crisp. It has to be, like on the spot, okay? And it should be something that is to the point, that doesn't beat around the bush, that doesn't give too much information that's not required. It just tells things in a certain way wherein people understand you for what you do, okay? Now here's the thing, okay? When you're in a networking event, or when you're one-on-one with somebody, or when you're just getting introduced to somebody for the first time, whatever it is, whichever field you are in, okay? You have to understand that people don't have so much time to listen and listen and listen without even understanding who you are. Okay, now whether it's a story, whether it is anything that you do, okay, maybe you're doing a video, maybe you're promoting yourself through Facebook ads, and people see you in that 30-second or 1-minute video, or they try to understand what you do. They go on your website and then they check it out, right? But when they want to talk to you, okay, they don't want to waste too much time on understanding that, oh, this is the depth of it, after, when they get to know certain things. Okay, now when they know that, okay, this is what you do, that suppose in my case, they know I'm a personal branding coach. They'll want to know my story after that. Then you start talking. But right now your elevator pitch is so important, because if that is not done well, then people will start losing interest. Okay, so first thing, keep it crisp and to the point, wherein you're telling them what you do, why you do, how you do, who are you targeting, okay? It has to be in those, in a kind of a sequence which would actually tell people that, look, this is what I do, okay? In simple language, how do you introduce yourself and then tell people that this is your mission and here you are to help them in something, right? That is what is your elevator pitch. Crisp and clear, okay? The second element is not more than 30 seconds. Now you might think that 30 seconds, that's it. Yes, that's it, okay? Because more than that, it becomes too long. Now, a lot of people you would have seen this in all these events, right? I'm giving you 1 minute to introduce yourself. 1 minute also is a lot to introduce somebody, okay? Now, some people, when they say 1 minute, they go up to 2-3 minutes. What is that behavior that you feel? What is that whole vibe that you feel beyond a minute? You say, okay, isn't he talking too much? Isn't there too much that he's sharing? And see, there's nothing wrong in sharing, but the fact is that you are given that much time. So in an elevator pitch, it should not go more than 30 seconds. 1 minute also is quite a lot, okay? But usually people say, okay, introduce yourself in 1 minute, you have 1 minute to do this, okay? But you need to keep your 30 seconds as your target, so that people know that you didn't take too much of their time and you were crisp and to the point, which is your point number 1. Okay, so keep it 30 seconds. And how do you do this? You practice it in front of the mirror many times. First you write it down, okay, that who you are, your designation, your every aspect of what you do. Okay, you don't need to really talk about the experience or the number of years. They can always get to know later, but it's your option, your choice. You want to do it, you can do it. And then after that you go on to what and how do you help. Okay, what is it that you focus on and who is your target audience. Okay, and you can even talk about something wherein you try to understand, you try to tell them that look, after this it comes to the whole point of who I've worked with in the past, if it falls under the 30-second bracket. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to first write it down or type it down somewhere and then keep practicing and kind of improve it every time. Okay, so whenever you look at it, you keep adding something, removing something, making it more crisp, and that's how your elevator pitch is actually created. Okay, so within 30 seconds, second element. All right, now the third thing is easy to understand. Now if you are trying to explain a concept and you're trying to explain your mission or your purpose, people should be able to understand like how a friend would understand you. Okay, so even if it's somebody who is not in your target audience, they should be able to understand what you do and why you do what you do, so that makes them understand that okay, I am not your target audience, but the people who are your target audience will understand what you're saying. Right? Now, how you get to know this is when you have conversations with people. When you start talking to people, right? Especially when you're starting out and you explain your concept, okay, and you tell them in like 30 seconds that this is what I do. And if they say, okay, what does this mean? Can you please elaborate a little more on this? That's absolutely fine. You need to elaborate on your services, you need to elaborate on your product, how else can I help, all those things. But if they say, okay, I didn't quite understand this part, that's a cue to tell you that your elevator pitch is not easy to understand. Okay, it's plain and simple. If you're in 30 seconds, if you're not being able to make somebody understand what you do, then you need to go and rework on your elevator pitch. Okay, so that is your third element, plain and simple. Keep it very easy to understand. Okay, anybody should be able to understand you, because that's the whole point. They should understand you, right? It should not be something complicated and then you tell them and then you expect them to understand and give you like a round of applause. Okay, so that is your third element. Your fourth element is focus on giving a solution to the problem that you're solving. Okay, now this is little tricky because you might say, oh, I have so many things that I want to offer. So what you can do is you can focus on the problem that you're solving. What do you help people in? Okay, so I help people become financially free, or I help people, lose weight through my 6-step diet or my 6-step weight loss plan, So you can have that in simple words, okay, where you're telling them that the main problem that I'm trying to solve over here is XYZ, okay? And to solve XYZ, I have created a strategy or a system that can help people tackle this problem. Okay, so if you feel that you have too many solutions, too many products, too many services to offer, that you have different levels of products, you don't need to say that. You just say through your strategy, through your system, this is what you're solving. Okay, it makes it plain and simple. After that, if people are interested to know more about the solution, about what you're offering them, why not? You have a conversation, and that's how you start the talking, right? So in your elevator pitch, plain and simple, okay, that's the fourth element. It has to focus on the solution to the problem that you're solving. And finally, the fifth element that I want to talk about is every aspect of what you do, which is what I said in the beginning, which is what, why, how, who of your brand. Okay, so all these different elements should be there where you're saying, okay, how you're doing it, why you're doing what you're doing, who are you helping, what are you doing, okay, and who are you really, okay, who are you as a person. So 30 seconds, they should understand that this is what you do and this is how you can help people, and this is your elevator pitch. What is the whole point of an elevator pitch? It's to just tell somebody, hey, stop, listen to me. I have 30 seconds to tell you who am I, right? So you need to understand that you have to respect people's time. At the same time, you have to respect your own presence in front of people, so that you tell people in a very confident manner that this is what you do and this is how you can help people. Did that make any sense? Okay. So if it did to you, and if you feel you can, master the art of building your elevator pitch, then do share your comments in the comments below, and do subscribe to my channel for more things related to personal branding and building your presence as a confident leader in the industry. Okay, watch out for more. I will see you around. Bye bye.